Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we'll share some of the tips and tricks you can do on the Gionee Elife S7. So we already did the detailed review of the S7, and it's a pretty slim and stylish looking smartphone which runs Android 5.0 with the custom Amigo UI. So we'll share some of the tips and tricks you can get out of this device from the Amigo UI 3.0. So let's first start off with the notification center. So if you just swipe down the notification center, you can see there are no quick toggles available here. Instead you just have one button, that's the option to control which all apps you want to show the notification. So if we hit this option, you can see you can sort the notification, important ones, set other types. You can enable or disable which all apps you want to show the notification in the notification panel. So right now we have just enabled for few apps. So that's how you sort notification. Then another option is the control center. If you just swipe from the bottom, you can see this is the control center. So this has a lot of semblance with the iOS 8, and you can see the quick toggles available here. We have the option for extreme mode, then you have customized screenshot, rotation, brightness. You also have the option to enable torch. So you can see right now I have enabled torch. Then you have this fake call, that's just if you want to exit out of a meeting by faking a call, you can just do that. This will you can see it will fake a call after a couple of seconds, and you can get, it's like proper call. You can just get out of some meeting or about from any discussion you just want to get out of that, you can just fake a call. Then you have the calculator and the camera option. So these are the options in the quick settings option, or rather the control center. Now if you just swipe towards the top, we'll just show you once again. You can see here this enables you a few options. One is the wallpaper, second is the search, third is the desktop settings. So let's go to the desktop settings. So you can see here there are a couple of interesting options here. One is desktop switch effects. So a lot of effects are included, so you can switch between these effects. So this is basically when you go to multiple home screens, that's the effect shown. Then you can select here. Then a desktop loop, if you want to loop the desktop, that's after if you just swipe on, it will just keep on looping the desktop. Then we have the wallpaper scrolling, again on the desktop. If you want the wallpaper to scroll for each of the looping, you can do that. Then we have the desktop blur. So if you enable that, you can see the desktop wallpaper is blurred. So that's another option. Now let's go back to the settings and see the options. Then you can enable the desktop widget page. So we'll also show you the desktop widget. Then you have the double click to sleep mode. Then that means you can double click on the screen to sleep the device. So we'll just show you the desktop widget. So you just swipe here, you can see the long press to add widgets. So press here, you can see a couple of interesting widgets. So you can add the default widgets which are available from the app. Say for example, if you want the Google Play widget to show here, so you can see here this shows up here. If you want to add a calendar widget, just hold it here, and this will add the calendar widget. So this will be available there. So that's how you add widgets to the Gionee Elife S7. It's not available on every screen. This is the widget screen, and you can add widgets here. Now going back to the settings, so this is the general settings. So you can see the first set of options for wireless and network are common for all the devices, so we are not going to talk about that. Then if you come down, you can see the notification center. You can classification of notification center, we just talked about this previously. Then you have the notification switch available here. Then display notification window in the lock screen. If you want this to happen, you can select from here, and we have three options. Do not show the card. You can prompt new notification information along with the content. So that means this is how it will show. If you select without any content, it will say just a message received, no content shown. If you select the first option, it will show a part of the content available in the notification center, and if you don't want any notification, you can just select here. So that's the option. Then you can also enable the network speed on the notification center. You can enable it from here. Then going to the control center, you can have access to the control center from the notification, the lock screen. So if you enable it here, even in the lock screen, you can have the access to the control center. And then control center can be accessed from the application as well. So those are the two options. Now going to the display, you have this adaptive brightness, that is optimized brightness level for available light. That's a pretty useful option. Then there is also economical backlight. You can automatically adapt backlight to save power. So these two options are pretty handy. Then you can switch the font. So you can see here there are few fonts available, so you can change the fonts on the device. So these are the available ones, so you can switch between them. Then you have this LCD effects. You can have the color tone to cool color or warmer color, or you can have the neutral one. So that depends upon your personal choice. You can select it from here. The next step, we have the power management. So power management is a very useful tool. So you can see the power manager here. We have the standby intelligent power saving mode, that's again useful. You can show the battery status in either graphic style, digital style, or digital style inside or outside. So these are the options. Then battery consumption details can be seen here. So this is the default option. Now going to the power manager, we have some things useful here. So this is the power manager, and you can see available hours. Then if you go to the settings, you can see the consumption by software, by hardware. So these are two options available. Then you have the power saving mode. None is the optimization mode right now selected. Then if you go to the normal mode, you can see now here you can see the open green background. That means background applications of power consumption are limited. So without your permission, none of the application can access go to the background and consume power. So that's one option. Then you have the dark theme. So dark theme is very useful. If you enable it here, you can save a lot of battery by having a dark theme, that's a black background. Then other energy saving options, you can see you can turn off all these options and get better battery. So now that's the normal mode. So if you select normal mode, we'll just show you, everything will go to the black mode. So that's the normal mode. This will be a power saving mode. Even if you go to settings, you can see everything is in the dark theme. There is also extreme mode. You can see extreme mode will get access only to fonts, messages and contacts. It will be minimalistic mode. You don't have apps or any other options available, just for calls. So this will just starting up the extreme mode, and you can see the mode right now. So this is how the extreme mode looks like, just the clock, calendar, messaging and phone. So this will get you extreme battery life on your device. So this is when you don't want the smart features of the phone and just basic call features. You can just extreme you can exit from the extreme mode here, and it will come back to the normal mode in a couple of seconds. Now there is another interesting option called the chameleon mode. So this phone has a chameleon mode. What it does is you can customize the color and other settings option using this chameleon mode. As the name indicates, it can change the color based on the available color. So for example, if I just point it here, you can see it has absorbed the colors of whatever is available in the viewfinder. Now if I go here and preview, you can see this is the color it has selected, and you can see all the settings and the menu will be in that color. So we'll just try this with another color. So right now it has picked the color. Now let's go ahead and see the preview. So you can see here it's now going to a darker theme. So both these colors have been applied now. So that's how the chameleon mode works. So if you just point out the camera, I mean the chameleon mode to any object, the color will be picked up from them. And then you can see the chameleon mode description. So you can just pick the color, and that will be applied onto the settings and all the menus as well. So that's an interesting mode available in the Elife S7. Now going back to the system manager, we just go to the system manager. So here we can see the option to speed up your phone. So we have the options to, again, just hit here and speed up the device. So accelerating by releasing the memory, that's another option. Then you can clean the cache. There is app manager with power, we already talked about. Then you can set the data traffic for every month. Then you also have this pure mode, that is the green background. That means as I said before, apps will not be allowed to run in the background other than the white listed apps. So it will ask permission whether you want the app to run in the background, and based on that you can enable. So that's the green background. So these are some of the options available in the system manager. So it's a very useful tool included in this device. So these were some of the tips and tricks in this one. Now let's go to the advanced settings. So So in the advanced settings, so we have smart gestures, so these are self-explanatory. We have a smart dial, smart answer, pause alarm, black screen gestures, so draw pattern on the in the sleep mode to access the phone quickly. Then you have smart vibration remind, then smart bright screen, double click to wake. Then there are touchless wake up gestures. You can see air gestures using the camera. You can just wave on the top of the front cam, and you can use the phone to unlock. Say for example, touchless unlock is there. So we'll just show you this touchless wake up. So we just turn off the display and keep it here. You just wave it and the display will turn off. And even I can navigate between the desktops. So you can see here I can just navigate between desktop by just waving the hand over the camera. So these are some of the touchless gestures available. Then you have this suspend option. So if you just enable this suspend option, so we'll just have an option here. So if you click here, we have controls available. So lock screen, back and home button. So that's the suspend button. Then going ahead, we'll just disable this. So we have the LED light. You can change how the LED light behave. Low power remind is available, charging remind is available, the notification remind. So based on whatever use your preference, you can enable the LED light for them. Then you also have the default set of other options, including backup and reset and accessibility. So these were some of the tips and tricks you can perform on the Gionee Elife S7 with the Amigo UI and Android 5.0 Lollipop. So those were the settings. So hope you like this video. If you have any queries, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with the queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to your YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.